Psalm 50. The mighty God, even the Lord, hath spoken, and called the earth from the rising of the sun unto the going down thereof. Out of Zion, the perfection of beauty, God hath shined. Our God shall come, and shall not keep silence. A fire shall devour before him, and it shall be very tempestuous round about him. He shall call to the heavens from above, and to the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather my saints together unto me, those that have made a covenant with me by sacrifice. And the heavens shall declare his righteousness, for God is judge himself, Selah. Hear, O my people, and I will speak, O Israel. And I will testify against thee. I am God, even thy God. I will not reprove thee for thy sacrifices or thy burnt offerings, to have been continually before me. I will take no bullock out of thy house, nor he-goats out of thy folds. For every beast of the forest is mine, and the cattle upon 1,000 hills. I know all the fowls of the mountains, and the wild beasts of the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell thee, but the world is mine, and the fullness thereof. Will I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer unto God thanksgiving, and pay thy vows unto the Most High, and call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. But unto the wicked God saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or that thou shouldst take my covenant in thy mouth? Seeing thou hatest instruction, and castest my words behind thee, when thou sawest a thief, and thou consentedst with him, and hast been partaker with adulterers. Thou givest thy mouth to evil, and thy tongue frameth deceit. Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother. Thou slanderest thine own mother's son. These things hast thou done, and I kept silence. Thou thoughtest that I was altogether such an one as thyself. But I will reprove thee, and set them in order before thine eyes. Now consider this, ye that forget God, lest I tear you in pieces, and there be none to deliver. Whoso offereth praise glorifieth me, and to him that ordereth his conversation aright will I show the salvation of God.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, Bahashem Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers. And peace and blessing salutations. Hopefully, they got there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopefully the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. And what I want to go into, all right, tonight, all right, is dealing with the freak show, all right, that Esau, was ushering in with his N.W.O, because I started off here with this precept. I got a couple articles and the video to play, but I start here with this precept, all right, because one thing that we know that America is the worst of the worst. All right. And this is pretty much the haven, all right, for the freak show that we see being normalized in the earth. All right. In America, all right, it's pretty much the haven, for, wickedness in the earth. All right, and there has been this great wicked influence in the earth, okay, whom the Lord, that's why he's going to get rid of, all right, America completely, man. Because of the wicked influence that America has within the earth, man. And this N.W.O, Esau Edom plans to normalize a lot of perverseness, man. Okay, we just see the tip of the iceberg of what this man wants to bring as far as his freak show, man. Okay, and that's why they have, all right, the likes of Joe Biden, Kamala, okay, and they push, all right, just this freak show, okay, all right, they push a very weird, perverted spirit in the earth, man, especially here in America. All right, now let's go to Isaiah 19:14. Said the Lord have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggered in his own vomit. Yeah, in America, all right, is extremely filthy, man. Okay, this place is extremely filthy with wickedness to the point to where it doesn't even make sense anymore. Okay, the Esau has gone so far left in his wickedness that nothing makes sense anymore, man. When it comes to this society. Now let's get this word perverse in the Hebrew. Okay, which in the Hebrew, okay, is ayah ayam, ayah ayam, okay, which is distorting, perverting, warping, okay. And you go to it in the root word is all right, awa, okay, yeah, ayah, no, awa, yeah, awa, okay, which is to bend, to twist, to distort, okay, to commit iniquity, to do wrong, to pervert, all right, to do perversely. And what does he twist? What does he distort? Okay, righteousness. Okay, he bends and twists and perverts the right order. Okay, the Lord made it extremely simple from the beginning. All right, the Lord established order from the beginning. Okay, and let's go here and see when they talking about twisting and perverting and liberty, they go into, they always speaking about liberty. It's liberty against a righteous order, man. All right, now this is Genesis 2:15. It says, the Lord power took the man and put him in the garden, all right, and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it. Okay, and this speaking of Adam. Okay, this is the order of Adam. He was the Eden, okay, representing paradise, man. Okay, I done. Was a Adam was a ruler. He was given the charge to keep, all right, paradise in check, man. Going back to the beginning, okay, it says, and the Lord commanded the man, saying, of every green tree of the garden thou must freely eat, but of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil thou shalt not eat, for in the day that thou eatest, therefore thou shalt surely die. Okay, and this tree is speaking of a way, of philosophy. Okay, the fruit of that tree, and each tree was speaking about the other nations. Okay, so there was an order given to Adam. Okay, first Adam received the spirit. Matter of fact, let's go up. All right, when Adam received the spirit. Okay, this is Genesis 2. All right, and 7 says, and the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground. See, man was already on the earth. Okay, you go to Genesis 1. Okay, but this lineage, this man, Adam, all right, he was chosen to get that breath, that understanding, that order. It says, and the Lord formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. He was living, All right, but he received that Rakah Kodash, that Holy Spirit, okay, which came with what? The commandments and the instructions in righteousness. He was inspired, okay, in righteousness, okay. Matter of fact, we're going to come back to that, all right. So it was a particular way given into that line, the sons of God, all right. But I want to get this here just to expound on that breath, you know, just to expound on that breath that was given to Adam, you know, and then we're going to go into that order. Now you go to the book of Wisdom of Solomon, all right, or was Adam, if you can receive it, okay. But let's keep it on the surface. Let's deal with the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, okay. Started around maybe 24. Get to the point. All right. And it's speaking of that wisdom. Okay. And this is the wisdom that was given unto Adam. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 7, verse 22. It said, "For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me." You know, that's why Adam was tasked with naming the animals. Okay. He was given the wisdom, and wisdom, all right, the wisdom from Yahweh Bashim Al Shah produces order. Okay, and Esau, Edom, from the beginning has always been against that order. Okay, it said, "For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me, for in her is an understanding spirit holy." You see that? And this was the breath that was bringing into Adam. One only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the thing that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to men, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things. And that's why Adam was given the task to what? To keep paradise. And the Lord equipped him with the wisdom, the Holy Spirit, to do so. Okay? Which the earth was a paradise, and Adam was east, all right, in Eden, which means he was in Jerusalem, man. He was in that land. Okay? That will become Jerusalem. Okay? Which is pretty much the headquarters of the earth. And that's what we're going back to, man. All right? It says, "And going through all understanding, pure and most subtile spirits, for wisdom is more moving than any emotion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High, and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. Therefore can no undefiled thing fall into her." So wisdom is that pure influence from on high. Okay, from the Almighty. So the Lord, okay, he breathed that breath into Adam, which he gave Adam his pure influence and wisdom. Okay, but what happened? You had a fall. All right, and you go here in Wisdom Solomon, the 2nd chapter. You know, there's a spirit that Solomon, you know, is speaking on these things. All right, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 23 said, "For the Most High created man to be immortal." When he created Adam, he breathed a breath. All right, it was to be immortal because righteousness, all right, is the root of immortality. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that. You know, we, you know, ain't got nothing to do. It's the Shabbat. You know, let's get it. Go back to it. This is Wisdom of Solomon 15:3. It said, "For to know thee is perfect righteousness. Yeah, to know thy power is the root of immortality." And this is where Adam fell from. Okay, the sons of God, this is what we fell from. Okay, that immortal state. Okay, which is the root of it. All right, is what? Righteousness. Okay, that perfect righteousness, that perfect order. And this is why we're getting back to that order, because the Lord is going to grant us, all right, that glory of immortality, man. Okay, and this time it's going to be permanent. Okay, this is back in Wisdom of Solomon 2 and 23. Again, it said, "For the Most High created man to be immortal and made him to be an image of his own eternity." Okay? And made him to be an image of his own eternity, man. Okay? Their righteous order. All right, but what happened? Nevertheless, through envy of the devil, the serpent came death into the world. Because as we're reading in Genesis, the second chapter, okay, what eventually happened when you go to the third chapter, the serpent stepped to Eve and brought another way. Okay, and this is what this devil is doing to this day. He's trying to introduce another way to the earth on how to be. Okay, he's coming with a twisted and perverse way. All right, that's against righteousness, and he's presenting it as the way, as life. Okay, and to partake in the N.W.O, hey, you're gonna have to have that chip, man. Okay, which is the mark of the beast. It said, "Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold on his side do find it," man. You know, and everyone that's following after the devil, okay, is on the highway to death, man. You know? So going back to Genesis, go back to Genesis and again. All right, so going back to Genesis, okay, Adam was given that breath, okay, and then he was tasked to do what? So let's go back to Genesis 2 and 15. It says, "And the Lord took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it." So he has that breath, he has that wisdom, that pure influence, all right, and he was supposed to be an extension of the Most High righteousness in the earth, okay? It says, "And the Lord power commanded the man, saying, Of every tree of the garden thou mayest freely eat." Okay? And he was talking about that right way. Okay? That's what he was speaking of. Every tree of that right way he can freely eat. He can partake, okay, in that way. Okay? But of the tree of knowledge, of the knowledge of good and evil, thou shalt not eat, for in the day that thou eatest, thou shalt surely die. And the Lord said, It is not good that man should be alone. I will make him a helpmeet for him. Okay? All right? And out of the ground the Lord formed every beast of the field and every fowl of the air, and brought them unto Adam to see what he would call them. And whatsoever called every living creature, that was the name thereof, showing you the authority that Adam had. And the helpmeet, okay, will be made. All right. If you read on down, it says, "And Adam gave names to all the cattle and to the fowls of the air and to every beast of the field. But for Adam there was not found a helpmeet for him. And the Lord caused, all right, and the Lord power caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam. And as he slept, he took one of his ribs." And this is going into, all right, a woman that was of his kin, okay, "and closed up the flesh, all right, and stared thereof." You know, he didn't take an actual rib, okay, out of out of Adam, okay. No, he didn't make the woman. He didn't, take a rib out of Adam, and then turn that actual rib, into a woman. No, okay, this was someone of his kin, okay. And it says in the rib, all right, because you read that in the book of Tobias. I mean, the book of Tobit. He was of the tribe of Naphtali, all right, and he went, to go get, a wife, all right, from his kinsmen of the same tribe, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh. Okay, it says, "In the rib which the Lord power had taken from man, made he a woman and brought her unto the man." Okay, so there was the order that was set up. Okay, there was an order that was set up. Adam was given authority in the earth. Okay, and a woman was brought to Adam, all right, for an aid, for a help me, for an assistant. Okay, And that's a beautiful order. Like, brothers get on the women a lot, especially in this society. But the order of man and woman is a beautiful order, man. The way that the Lord set, man in authority and the women to assist, the man, all right, within his order. That's a beautiful order, you know. But this devil has gone all out to pervert that order. And see, when he stepped to Eve, okay, all right, and he's described as a serpent, and you go into that word serpent, all right, and it was years. These things didn't happen, and one day, Adam named the animals, and then, the second day, then the serpent, the seed, Eve. Nah, this was over time period, man. Okay, this was a lot of time, because they was living a long time, you know. So things gradually got to the point where sin, okay, became dominant in the earth. Now I just want to get this. This Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord power have made. And he said unto the woman, yeah, have the Most High said, you shall not eat of every tree of the garden. Okay, so now he's presenting another way. Okay, now he's bringing, all right, this strange fruit, man, this strange doctrine, this strange way. All right, and he's described as a serpent. What you want speaking about an actual snake, it was a man. Okay, but when you go into this word, all right, because a serpent is a cunning, sly creature, man. You know, so you go here and we get the root word, all right, which is nakash. Okay, it says to practice divination, divine, observe signs learned by experience. Okay, practice fortune telling, take as an omen. All right, a witch. He brought witchcraft, man. Okay, he brought idolatry. He brought another way that was outside of the order and the wisdom that was given to Adam. Okay, this is what the serpent brought to the table. All right, and we know Esau, Edom. Okay, that old serpent. All right, is running this same game, except now he has authority over the whole earth. Okay, and he wants to run the earth in this perverse way. All right, under witchcraft, under Satan. Okay, so I wanted to get these couple articles, and then I want to get um, this video. Okay, so the thing that the serpent wanted to bring to Eve was another way, and he wanted to do that. All right, because he was envious of the order that Adam has established in the earth. Adam being the son of God. Okay, so this rivalry between good and evil goes back, all right, to the garden, man. Okay, now um let's see, let's go here. And this is what this man just wants to make the norm. All right, and we'll read a little out of a few of these articles. But even you just read, the title, and it's like, goddamn, you know. So going here, it says marketing gen, um, genital mutilating sex change surgery directly to minors, even more evil and twisted than advertising cigarettes, alcohol, or prostitution. Now, it says, what if, all right, there was an advertisement on television advertising for penis enlargement surgery, and it was aired during Saturday morning cartoons on the Cartoon Network all the kids watch. Or during the same kids' prime time on Disney Network, they advertised the best kind of cigarettes to smoke, the way medical doctors advertised, all right, them less than a century ago. Wouldn't all parents be righteously up in arms, furiously demanding censorship and even lawsuits? It says, so what is so different when these liberals and Alphabet Club pushes so hard right now for all children and teens to be able to get gender bender surgery and to take gender bender drugs without their parents' permissions, all right, that's so far gone it's nearly psychotic. Okay? It says gender fluidity solely relying on what gender someone pretends to be at any given moment. The liberal, okay, and funny communities of the nation are fighting right now to have all children be able to make the choice themselves without parent permission to get surgery and take hormone drugs to switch genders should they decide, all right, they want that. This means permanent surgeries that remove, okay, your rod or your clitoris or breasts or testicles in order to craft genitalia that look like the other gender. Okay? This man is going crazy. Okay, and he's hard body at the children. Okay, but here it is. You have Israelites saying hide your daughters from GMS, but you don't have to hide your daughters from this nigga. You have to hide your daughters and sons. Okay, from Esau. You know this man is going crazy in the earth, man. Okay, and then he wants to make these things the norm. This is him being perverse towards righteousness. These the things that he was bringing. All right, this is the way. Okay, these certain things were presented to Eve, but see, Eve got the perks. Okay, Eve got the authority package. Okay, Eve got the she was able to be sexual liberated. Okay, all that was within the serpent. That's why you see things playing out today, like what the serpent and Eve were discussing. These things are playing out now. Okay, because who's at the forefront of pushing the wickedness of Esau Edom, man? Okay, who's cheering on the little Jake that was you know that was a Mo? Who's raising these little Jakes? Who's raising these children to be that? Okay, who's at the forefront of that, man? All right, it says this can render the patient unable to urinary to urinate properly for life, aside from forever depriving them of libido and leaving them with massive permanent scars. Okay, this is what this man is doing. You see, and it's more. If you want to read the rest of it, I'll leave the link. My brother want to go into that more. Let me copy this. All right, and this is what this man has on the table. This is what this man has on the table, and see, this is what he wants to make the norm, and that's why you see Freaky Joe. He that man ain't running nothing. That man is not doing nothing a president does. Every time you see this nigga, he's groping somebody. All right, hugging some goddamn body forever. He's at the pool with the children. Okay, he sent he sent you niggas them stimulus checks, and he just, get freaky about the moment, man. Okay, so let's go from there. I want to get another one. And if you take the C hip, you take the chip, you're saying that you're okay with this, man. You're saying that you're cool, okay, with the way things are. You're saying you're good. You don't have no problem with the way things are, man. Now, you got the Geek Squad, which is those Best Buy, techs, to fix things. It said Geek Squad employees says bosses mandated alphabet indoctrination, ban Christian symbols. And see, it's also another cut to you Israelites that's saying Christianity is the mark of the beast. Esau's done with Christianity. Esau is on something else now. The elites, they've used Christianity pretty much dumb everyone down. Okay, to pretty much push pagan, all right, customs, you see, and prep the masses for the new world order. See, Christian was just a throwaway. Christianity, plantation Christianity was a throwaway. Now they introducing you to what they truly want to do. Okay, I think that's in Bob Kashaf, a brother can post it while I'm reading this article. I believe that's in the book of let me see. See the Habakkuk or Haggai. Yeah, let's get Habakkuk chapter 1 verses 10 and 11. Habakkuk 1 verses 10 and 11. You know? All right. So as you read, it says a Christian employee of Greek Squad, the tech support arm of major electronics corporation Best Buy, was reportedly rebuked and told that he couldn't display evidence of his Christian belief after he objected the alphabet flags and other paraphernalia adorning the office space. The report comes after another citizen journalist went public with a screenshot of training program made available exclusively to non-white Best Buy employees. Okay? So this devil is targeting Jake. A training program of the alphabet community exclusively for non-white Best Buy employees, man, sparking accusations of racial discrimination. The Greek Squad employee, Christian Serbian immigrants Enes Sujak of Jacksonville, Florida, said he was told by his manager that the alphabet rainbow flags and other pride displays adorning the office were appropriate, while Christian imagery was not. And this is the serpent. Okay, let's see what this video. Let's see what they play. This is that old serpent, man. Okay, he's doing this thing in the earth, man. He wants to establish, okay, just a extreme perverseness in the earth, man. This is what this man is fighting to do. Okay, and he wants to do it under the banner of the blessing of Jacob. Okay, but he wants to establish complete, all right, rebellion against righteousness, man. All right, let's see if we'll say something on it.
I'm James O'Keefe with OMG, standing outside Best Buy this week on August 8th. O'Keefe Media Group OMG released a story featuring a whistleblower from inside Best Buy that released screenshots of a training program, a management training program with McKinsey and Company, where it explicitly excludes white applicants. The program's racial requirements have led to an accusation of racial discrimination, a firestorm online. The CEO of Best Buy, Corey Berry, has now made her Twitter account private. Now, a second whistleblower has come forward exclusively to OMG with audio recordings of his manager, Mike Hirsch, at a Best Buy in Jacksonville, Florida, stating that LGBTQ flags were appropriate in the Geek Squad office, but Christian crosses were not. This has led to further allegations of religious discrimination.
If we're doing all that gay pride flags and all that transgender stuff, like, why don't we have Christian stuff all over?
They're not the same.
How is that not the same?
You can 1,000% choose religion.
So,
it's not a belief,
listen,
though. That's almost that's a cultural.
Yeah, but me as a cultural entity having beliefs that I have, so why can't I put my stuff all over the wall?
You are choosing to believe in Christianity or Muslim or whatever. You choose that.
Someone is choosing to be gay or lesbian. Hey, they're choosing that.
Enes Sujak, a Serbian immigrant and Best Buy employee in Jacksonville, Florida, recorded the conversation with his manager, Mike Hirsch. I spoke with Enes about his situation.
So you hear the philosophy of the devil. He said, and this is all the doctrine of, of the serpent of the devil, man. Because pretty much you have this manager, pretty much saying, well, look, you chose to be a Christian or a Muslim. They didn't choose to be that way. They didn't choose to be, by, a Mo or trans. They didn't choose that. What? Okay? You see, the Esau wickedness is getting to the point where it don't make sense, man. Like the decision that this man is making is like you just be scratching your head, like, what is this man doing? Okay? And the water for the precept, brother, yeah. And this is showing on a whole nother level. Hebrews 12 and 16. This is brother Bayan Yasha'Allah. And this is ESV version. It says that no one is sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, who sold his birthright for a single meal. Okay? Sexually immoral or unholy like Esau, man. This is him. Mr. Freaky Deaky himself, man. Okay, and you Israelites around here playing, and you think that that this thing is about cookouts and you know that family union spirit, man. Esau finna get turned loose out here, man. Okay, and imagine being in the concentration camp and the Lord ain't with you, man. Okay, and you to the disposal of this devil, man. What you think this man is finna do? Okay, a lot of Israelites gonna learn the hard way, man. You playing around with what what the Quran is. You know, you here for clout. All right. When the Lord turned this nigga loose in the earth, man, he's gonna really show you that he's a vile man of the earth. Okay. Let's go here. Just the book of Habakkuk 1 and 10. It says, and they shall scoff at the kings, and the princes shall be a scorn unto them. They shall deride every stronghold, and they shall heap dust and take it. See, this is what this man has done, and he scoffed at the leaders of these other nations, man. Okay, he scoffed at their ways. All right, he scoffed at their traditions. Because even the heathens, they did have some type of order. They was off as well. They would be into some madness, especially Ham. Ham and Esau, they bow when it comes to that freaky deaky, Ham and Esau neck and neck, but the other nations, they would have, some type of order. Okay. But nah, Esau like, nah, you're gonna come under this order, man. And he heaped dust, which is confusion. Okay, and that's what he brought to Eve, confusion. You shall not surely die. Oh, he knows that you're gonna be like a god. Okay, getting her to be out of order with Adam. You see, that's what he does. He heaps up confusion, and then he's able to come in and take over. Okay, you go to verse 11. It says, "Then shall his mind change, and he shall pass over and offend, imputing his power, all right, unto his God." All right, and he's coming straight out and showing you that look, he's about Satan. Okay, this is Esau showing you he's about Satan. He's about all this perverseness. He's about pedo. He's about trans. Okay, he's showing you exactly what he's about, man. Okay, and you niggas are still finna line up and vote for this devil, man. All right, because it don't matter what political party or promises they make you niggas. All right, this is what they really about. Okay, all these presidents and these different people set up. Okay, making you niggas these promises. No, this is what they about. The people who they work for, the elites. This is what they about, man. Okay, it has nothing to do with justice for you niggas, man. They'll never be on the table, man. All right, Esau trying to take everybody left. Okay, way left. All right, so let's let this play some.
He's decided to go public. Very brave, very courageous individual. Here's some of that interaction. interaction.
That is our manager. His name is Mike Hirsch. He and I had a very long conversation. It was like an hour and 30 minutes of he and I just going back and forth with him, telling me that it was work appropriate to have all this LGBTQ stuff that's going on in the office and everywhere else, but it's not okay for me to, be a Christian myself and have a Bible right over there that's right there at the office, or have a cross or a Quran or anything like that. That's not work appropriate. But having that LGBTQ pride flag everywhere else, that is work appropriate, and I wasn't standing for that.
Are you calling the police?
I am actually.
You're calling the police. Taking issue with the materials he saw on the walls, the LGBTQ materials in the morning meetings, he objected to it and walked out as they required his attendance at these morning meetings.
Her name is Athena. She's also the well-being person at Best Buy as well, and she took offense to how I handled the whole situation of just kind of walking out as she was trying to teach us about the LGBTQ history. So she ended up putting more pride flags because of me walking out.
And it looked like, she was Northern Kingdom. Okay? And it looked like she was Northern Kingdom, man. Who's on the front line? You can't make this up, man. Okay? You cannot make this up, man. Who's on the front line pushing this wickedness, man? Okay? For the serpent, for Esau E. Okay?
Like,
And you walked out of there. How did that go? Athena was teaching about the history, and you just walked out. Did you say anything?
no, not at all. I didn't say anything. I kept it very respectful. That's how I do things in life. I keep it very nice and professional. Me and my partner, we ended up walking out. We went to our truck and we took care of our clients. And apparently she took offense to me not just sitting there and listening to all that garbage.
Now, Enes Sujak works for Geek Squad, which is owned by Best Buy, and it's within the Geek Squad office where Enes witnessed LGBTQ paraphernalia, pride materials. Mike Hirsch, head of warehouse manager of Geek Squad, had a conversation with Enes Sujak, and, well, Sujak decided to take out his phone and record the conversation.
Why would anybody choose to be belittled, tortured, made
In
fun
America?
of? Yes,
In
even
America.
in America.
In America, where you have so much freedoms and rights around here. They get special privileges. They get a whole month to themselves, bro.
There are people like you, and even worse than you, that are so anti that.
I'm not anti. I just don't care about how you live your life. Don't preach that shit to me. That's all I am.
Mike Hirsch, we cannot get in touch with him. He has some type of Google system that prevents us from getting his comment, but we've reached out multiple times for Mike Hirsch. We'll also be reaching out to the CEO and the other managers within Best Buy. I'm James O'Keefe with OMG News, and we'll continue to follow this important story. We've had a number of whistleblowers reach out to us in the last 24 hours as a result of this initial screenshot from within Best Buy, not just Best Buy, other organizations and corporations requiring their employees to participate in various political programs that seem outside the scope of their corporate charter. Stay tuned. And Enes, a very brave and courageous individual, very inspiring, will be airing.
Yeah, you can see it's just a madhouse, man. And they just shoving it down your throat. All right, showing you that we, like, are just in those times, of Sodom and Gomorrah, when it was to the point to where they didn't even want, all right, Lot's daughters, which were virgins. Okay. Nah, they wanted, those angels, which they thought were just men. So this is where we at. The brother can post it in 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse verse 7 and 8, I want to say. It's 2nd Ezra 2, chapter 7. I mean, 2nd Ezra chapter 2, verse 7 and 8, I believe. Maybe 9 as well. Okay. Yeah, but this is brother GMS Good Soldier 144, Habakkuk 2 and 4. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. Okay? And see, we have to live by faith in these times that the Lord is going to preserve us from this guy, man. Okay? The hands of strange children, man. What's that? Not Isaiah, Psalms 144 and is it 7 or 8? You know, rid me of the strange children, man. All right. This is another one from the brother GMS Good Soldier 144. This is Psalms 10 and 4. It says, the wicked, through the pride of his countenance, will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts. Yeah, that's why, even though Christianity, they're off, but you do have those sincere Christians, that they have, a backbone, and mainly those Edomite Christians, or look like Edomites. Some of them could be Jakes, but you have a few sincere Christians that do, have, some sort of backbone, towards some type of standard, man. And Esau don't want any inkling of righteousness, man. And he knows, all right, that the Bible condemns everything that he wants to bring to the earth, man. Okay? All right? And this is why the Lord is just going to wreak havoc in the earth, man. Okay? Because this society is completely gone. Everybody, the masses of the people are indoctrinated, okay, by the serpent. And they want to force it down your throat. They want to shovel it down your throat, man. Okay? This is GMS Good Soldier 144. It says, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death, not only do the same, but having pleasure in them that do them, man. It's a major support for this madness, man. Okay? It's major support for this madness. Okay? Now, I got a video I want to go into, play about the first 6 minutes of it. But, because he had this thing, the Burning Man festival, I believe it happens in Nevada, in the desert, okay, was pretty much just a big freak show. And, the Lord had it, where it rained. Now, I've been listening to different things. They saying that, 17,000 people are stuck up there. The rain made it, clay, made it real, swampy, so people have been stuck up there. People have been having to, walk for miles to try to get, a ride away from there. You had Chris Rock, had to walk. What the hell he doing there, man? Because all right. And then this guy, all right, is finna go into it. Mike Adams, he's gonna go into, the things that they're doing up there, man. So I'm gonna let this play. All right, it was about 6 minutes. So I'm gonna let it play. All right, he's just gonna discuss, all right, the madness, okay, that goes on up there, man. Okay, but at the end of the day, all right, as the Lord rained on their parade, they still hoping, they make it to the point to where they can burn, this little wooden, man. Okay, but at the end of the day, all right, this is the Esau in his pure form. The things that are going on up there, man. Okay, and this is just a rebellion. Okay, this little event ain't nothing but a rebellion, and this is what he wants to make the norm. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let it play. All right, then we'll get into some more precepts.
September 5th, 2023. I'm Mike Adams. Thank you for joining me today. We've got some hard-hitting news. The big story we're going to cover here in a little bit is how 70 million acres of trees are now slated to be destroyed by Bill Gates funded initiatives in order to save the planet. So now they're literally mass murdering forests in order to save the planet, which of course is just a shift from mass murdering human populations that they think also is necessary to save the planet. But now they're going to mass murder trees. And this is what the green movement has become, is to murder everything that's green. So we're going to get to that. And yeah, it's completely crazy and insane. We've got an interview coming up for you later today with Ramiro Romani. And he is the founder and CEO of Above Phone, which is rain in order to draw attention to how insane this thing is, and that is horrifying. Well, so it's a great interview. We filmed that on Friday. You're going to love it. We're going to play most of that for you today, but that's also an interview for Decentralized TV, the standalone show. So the actual full interview will be shown there. We also have some additional updates on Burning Man. And so yesterday, as you know, I covered the whole Burning Man mud apocalypse, as it's called. And, you know, there's 73,000 people in the high desert in Nevada, and they were not prepared for rain, even though it does rain in the desert on quite a regular basis. In fact, I mean, depending on the desert, but it rains. And these people were not at all prepared for the rain, and the roads are completely washed out. Well, the one road, you can't get in, you can't get out. RVs are getting stuck. The porta potties are all full, and they're walking around in this highly alkaline clay that's now saturated with water, and it turns into a skin burning substance that is horrifying. Well, so we talked about that yesterday, how these people are, not only is Burning Man a satanic, pagan worshiping week or 10 days, I guess, of insane drug abuse and who knows what all kinds of insanity is going on there. But now we've learned more details about that insanity that I have to share with you here. Leave it to God to drench this demon worshiping festival with rain in order to draw attention to how insane this thing is. And I did not even realize how insane it was until I did more research about it. And this is actually shining the light on how crazy Burning Man is. So as I mentioned yesterday, they trashed the place. There's trash all over the desert because of these attendees who mostly claim to be, saving the planet and worried about climate change. But when they leave, it's just full of trash and plastic everywhere. So, not exactly good stewards of the climate or of the environment, but also it turns out there have been a lot of rapes there. So people get raped at Burning Man all the time, apparently. A lot of police reports about rape. And then here's a story out of the Daily Star in the UK that gives even more details than I possibly could have imagined. The theme of Burning Man this year is Animalia, which of course means animal. And again, it's called Burning Man, which is to burn down mankind, to destroy man, but then the rise of Animalia, the animal spirits, so to speak, to bring out the inner animal. All right. So I'm going to just verbally describe a few things that happened there. And I just want to warn you, these are going to be I'm not going to show you anything, but I am going to verbally describe some things that are pretty seriously disturbing. And some of them are, quote, erotically charged. And of course, there are orgies, and of course, there's drug use, and of course, there's perversion and all that stuff. But there's an event there, for example, that is an organized men's, I'm sorry to even say this in the podcast, but this is on the program for Burning Man. It's an organized men's circle jerk event where they can join other naked men to, quote, stroke your morning wood together. And then there's something for the ladies too, with body washes and, quote, happy ending massages that are on offer every day for women. And then you can go over to what's called the Naughty Naked Village. This is all in Burning Man, where people can get a daily whipping And you're going to get a spanking from the resident Domina priestess, no doubt with some animalia spirit or whatever. There's a famous orgy dome. Apparently, I've never heard of this stuff, but here we go. There's an orgy dome is holding regular talks on consent, because apparently this has to be explained to people there, while offering a place for couples and moresomes to have fun together. So threesomes, foursomes, moresomes, whatever somes. Oh my goodness. There's a hypnotherapist there who conducts a group orgasm hypnosis session on the playa every day. The playa is referring to the lake bed, which is now turned into mud. Wonder how orgasmic that is, to be walking around getting chemical burns on your ankles, drenched in rain with the toilets overflowing. Does that sound sexy? sounds like hell on earth, actually. So anyway, you can get your hypnosis sessions for group orgasms. Let's see. And then this expert says they've developed a technique for trance-induced orgasms using remote hypnosis. And then there's an event that's it's available for 3 days, and it's called cockfighting, which does not involve roosters or chickens of any kind. The term is meant literally, and where men can work out their bleep energy as they go up against each other in an actual cockfight in something that looks like the dome from Mad Max. Remember, with Tina Turner in there? But this time it's not Tina Turner. It's dudes battling with their junk somehow. I'm not even sure how that would work, but let's see. You can go literally, quote, head to head in fierce battles at the Death Guild Thunderdome. Yo, that's what it is. It's the Thunderdome. And there's prizes to be won at the double-sided dildo fencing tournament, apparently. Did you know that's a thing? Did you know you could do dildo fencing? Well, apparently at Burning Man. That's the least of the insanity. And competitors are invited to get respectfully weird at the Comfy Cozy Voodoo Lounge. Right. So there's, after you're done with your cockfight and your dildo fencing and your dominatrix whipping and hypnosis or orgasmic group hypnosis orgy event, you can go to the Voodoo Lounge. And then there's a naked oil wrestling competition with the gymnasium camp providing people with an unlimited supply of coconut oil. Well, hey, at least they're using a healthy oil. Naked oil wrestling competitions, and with kind of scents of the tropics, I guess. There are unique exercise opportunities to keep burners fit during the festival. There's lightsaber combat training. That sounds relatively harmless. You can have the naked midnight run, and you can start your mornings with naked yoga, if that's something that you just want to do for whatever reason. There's all kinds of other naked activity. I told you this was going to be a little crazy. They have naked dinosaur rides because why not? Because you don't want to have any bottoms when you're riding the Triceratops. Okay. Naked pub crawls, naked pirate parties. Arr, get your clothes on. Naked karaoke for some reason. Naked beer runs and naked sunset runs. Basically just a lot of naked running around for whatever reason. And then there's sessions where you can dye your hair and you can get all body colored up. And some of these people look like they should have been in the movie Avatar because they're all blue and green. There's a workshop where men are given materials to make their own sort of member rings and to bare your buns at an ass branding session.
And these are the things, that this man wants to make normal, man. He wants the average downtown to be like that. You know, these smart cities, like he want these smart cities to be, you know, perverted and twisted like that, man. Like this man, he's a sick bastard, man. You know, he just doing too much, man. All right, and the Lord just finna remove this man from power, and America's gonna get removed off the earth. Okay, so let's go here real quick to the book of Second Esdras. Okay, the second chapter. And we see why, you know, the Lord is going to bring so much judgment. We see why the majority of nuclear missiles are coming to America, man. Okay, this is Second Ezra 2:8. It says, "Woe be unto thee, Ashur," and Ashur, all right, was speaking of ancient Assyria. Okay, which you go into their history, you know, the last king of the Assyrian Empire, he was heavy into cross dressing, okay, and orgies. You see, and America comes in that spirit. Okay, it says, "Woe be unto thee, Ashur, thou that hidest the unrighteous in thee." Okay, and this is what America does. They hide this with they have a covering, okay, protection, decrees and laws that protect what? Unrighteousness, man. From top to bottom, man, from the smallest things to the biggest things, man. Okay, they protect it. Oh, thou wicked people, remember what I did unto Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay, and America, all right, is begging for that same judgment. It's going to get it. Okay, it said, "Whose land lieth in clouds of pitch and heaps of ashes, even so also will I do unto them that hear me not, said the Lord." All right, said the Almighty Lord, man. Allah Shaja, terrible demon like power. The Most High is about to terrorize wickedness in the earth, man. It's gone too far. Okay, everything is gone too far, man. And Esau has no, all right, intentions on letting up. Okay, he's gonna push it, you know, until he's removed out of the way. You know, it would say push it to the limit, but this man has no limit in his wickedness, man, and that's why, all right, you Christians, you Jake Christian that following camps around, and you want to, come to the brothers and debate doctrine, but you have nothing to say about what this man is doing. Okay, we get it. You disagree with what we're saying, but you have nothing to say about what this man is doing real time. Okay, and you, Jace, and everyone that takes the MOTB, this you're saying that you're okay with what this man is doing. Okay, you're saying, as long as I have my little convenience, I'm cool with how he's running the earth. And see, the masses of the people don't even understand fully what they're agreeing to. They're just gonna be so caught up with trying to get comforts back, trying to get their convenience back, trying to get peace. Okay, this is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, "Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord." Okay, you see, and it was speaking of us. We was removed from being the kingdom. Okay, the true kingdom of Israel. Okay, ceased to exist. Okay, we were scattered. Because we was a sinful kingdom. Okay, but he's gonna erase America off the map in a whole nother fashion through nukes, man. And as he's building us back as a righteous kingdom, this is why Yahushua said, "What the kingdom is within us." Okay, we're coming back in order because we're finna come back in power, man. All right, but this man, this is what he wants to bring to the earth, man. This is what he's up to. Okay, this is this man's plans. All right, for society, man. It's just a complete freak show, all under the banner of Satanism, man, and rebellion against righteousness, man. Okay, so there was a point, you know. Just want to bring that out. You know, Lord will. You know, you brothers, all right, and you know, you few sisters was edified. You know, the wife for tuning in. You know, till next time I say Shalom. Kwame Mashallah, Bible, Ball, DTA, soon, Shalom.